Okay, this is cool. Um, I got this controlling my MIDI sequencer basically. So, what have I got here? I've got a sequence that goes up in pitch, but as it cycles, each one of those notes is its own sequencer, so has its own cycle time, I should say. So you get phasing over time. So over time, further you go, the more different it becomes, which is great for if you had something to traverse that time quickly and accurately. You'd get a whole bunch of different patterns, like this thing. I'm traversing it with the inertia of this thing, nice and accurately, and it's getting that message over a internal network from Max MSP. So I've hooked it up, basically doing OSC protocol stuff, which will be really useful for communicating with other programs, like getting the graphics into processing, that sort of stuff. So I'm super happy because I spent a whole bunch of time on this, and I was having issues where it was slowing down like crazy. But Max has this speed limit thing, so I'm only actually sending data every 50 milliseconds. And then the problem was, you get a jump in number, which skips actually triggering all of these steps in between there. So what I've got going on here, in this little thing called PD stack, I calculate the distance between each adjustment, and then I basically trigger that many pulses to step through the sequence with a single value, like I would normally with the clock sequences. So if I go in and just run things like normal. So that's running normally, and as I adjust the knob, it's like scrubbing through the MIDI sequence. So now, like you scrub through audio, or like on a record player or something like that, I can do that with a MIDI sequence. So, the complexity of that pattern could be, anything, really. The principle remains the same. So that's just, it gives me direct control over the traversion of sequences, which is cool. I like that. Where was I? So, the cycle thing, it gets the amount of pulses at that many times. Also gets the direction in which it changed. So, like, if I went down in value, it will make sure that it sends it like a -1 step, so it steps back in the sequence. Each one of those pulses, going up in value gives it a 1, so it traverses 1 step forward every pulse. And then you have it. So, and that's sending MIDI to Ableton Live at the moment. So if I go into Ableton Live, just gotta, I could change that with something else. What, a rubber piano? Just going one step at a time. There's still a little bit of catch-up delay with the net send thing. Maybe I can adjust that speed limit down a bit. I'm just setting at 50 milliseconds at the moment because it's a safe number. But the guts are there. It does what I want. Like, let me record that MIDI data just for shites and giggles. Let's see up here. Fold that. What a cool performance tool. Can't wait to put the big flywheel on it and just let it spin. Heard you like MIDI, bro? So I put MIDI in your MIDI. Super impressed by the resolution of this thing. They made you for Tempest, but I had other ideas. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Maybe I should do it just for piss in a boot. I'm gonna swap you with a I don't know, something for a drum machine. What have I got? Drum racks. What have I got in here? Probably give me a Oh, fine then. Rude. I'm sure there's a why is the drum racks empty? Why are my drum racks empty? I did do a reinstall on this computer recently, and thus reinstalling from scratch Ableton Live, but I'm sure as hell there should be some drum racks in there. What the heck? Here's a... You'll do, Core 909. Everybody likes a 909, right? Let me just adjust the, what's it usually start off at? 34, something like that. 34. So if I go, I mean, I could adjust each one individually, but just for the sake of the speed of setup, see, what's 36 plus 16? 12, 40, no, sorry, 52. My maths is great. Don't ask. Heard you like your drum machine. Controlled by a freaking knob. Oh, it's a drum knob. It's a drum knob. Play with some other divisions here. So if I'm like I'm just going from a very minimal amount of change, so something a little bit more changey there. So I can make let's make one of those, so a 16. Maybe not a 16. No, it's just for I'm sure you understand what I'm mumbling about here. So this will distribute the cycle times. So for the first of the 16th sequences I've got here, 16 notes or whatever you want to talk about, there are sequences essentially. Yes, the first of 16th for the sequences will cycle every 2/16, so 1/8, because I've set the division to 16th. And so the 16 steps, yes. So from 2/16, 1/8, to 16/16, which is, 1 bar, essentially, from whatever you're measuring from. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if I reset the sequence to 0, you'll sort of get the idea of it. stepping through. And you sort of see them all sort of cycling at their independent cycles till the very last one. I should note that I've done the same thing for the phase. So let me reset this again. If I set the phasing, so it's going from, what have I done? If I go, yes, no, sorry. If I go from 0, just 0 the whole thing out, I think is okay to do. 16 steps. So they'll all land on the 1. Am I right? Why did that? That's weird. Oh, okay. So if I reset that to 0. Yeah, see? So everything lands on the 1. Boom. But it, of course, cycles at different speeds. So if I do a nice sort of slow rotate. Traverse the sequence at whatever pace I like. Obviously, it sounds like garbage because why would you, program a drum pattern like that? But the point is, you can. Oh my! I'm nearly 12 minutes recording. Jeez, I like to go on a bit, don't I? I should have just done a friggin' live feed or something. It feels like saturator. I like to end on some crunch. I'm going to end on some crunch because I can. And I will. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to drive the living garbage out of this to, Yeah! Did somebody say GABA? Just for make that point again. So I'm just cycling, found where that kick was and just cycling, but just slight adjustments. I really should have turned a light on in here. Sorry, I'm working in the dark because I'm a friggin' vampire.